Hey, what's up Aquamigos? How are you guys doing today? In today's video, I'm going to talk about my bottom drain plans for my new backyard koi pond build, which is right here behind me. But before I talk about that, I actually want to talk about a few other things. So if you want to skip to the part of the video where I'm just talking about my bottom drain plans, I'll go ahead and put the timestamp right here. Skip to this time in the video if you just want to hear about the bottom drain plans that I have. But first, I would like to talk about what I was talking about in my last video where I was talking about my pool pond. In my last video, I mentioned that I lost another one of my goldfish. This is the second fish that has died in my pool pond in just the past couple of weeks. Now, my water parameters were looking perfectly fine in the pool pond, but I checked them again today and it looks like I actually had an ammonia spike of 0.5 parts per million. I'll go ahead and put a picture of what my parameters were when I checked them like maybe an hour ago. Nitrites, pH, and nitrates were looking good, but that 0.5 ammonia, that's pretty bad. So I don't know what that ammonia spike is from. Maybe it was just from the dead fish being in the pool pond for a while and I just didn't notice it. That could have made the ammonia levels rise. I'm just not 100% sure. I don't have any reason to think that my cycle crashed. I don't think my cycle crashed, but nonetheless, I need to take some type of action. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is remove some of the water, put some new water in. I will treat that new water with this new Aqua Essential water conditioner that I got. And then on top of that, I'll treat the entire pond with this ammo lock. So my pool pond is 603 gallons if it's filled up all the way. I think in the past I said it was 700 gallons. I was wrong about that. I just checked and it's 603 gallons. I'll go ahead and treat the entire pond with ammo lock. Hopefully that will help. And guys, actually earlier when I was observing my fish, I actually did notice this one fish that looked like it had these like welts on it. I'll go ahead and put a video clip of what I saw here. Let me know if you guys know what that is because I've never seen that before. I don't know what that is, but there's definitely something going on. So I removed a decent amount of water from the pond and I got a good amount of debris from the bottom of the pool pond. So I'm just gonna hose this thing out and then we'll go ahead and add some new water. So I'm going to add some more water now, except this time I'm also going to add the API ammo lock as well as the regular water conditioner. And also the reason that I'm not going to be working on the actual pond build today is because, as some of you might know, basically I hurt my back right behind my left shoulder blade. So I can't really like pick things up with like my left arm or else like my back hurts right there. Alright guys, so I'm gonna leave that for now. Let's go ahead and talk about my bottom drain ideas. Okay guys, so I went ahead and drew out some pretty rough sketches for pretty much the two options for retrofitted bottom drains that I know of. Bottom drains in general are kind of still a new idea to me, and from the research that I've done so far, this is kind of how I understand they work. And if I choose to take the route of a retrofitted bottom drain, this is kind of how they would have to go. So I guess I'll start with this one because it's a little easier to explain for me. So just imagine that this is my pond. Right here and right here, those are the retaining walls around the pond, I would have the bottom drain sitting in the middle of the pond, or I guess in the deepest part, wherever that might be, with a pipe coming up and over, connected to a pump, and then that pump will pump the water up and over the retaining wall to the filter. Now, the other way, I guess, would be called a gravity-fed bottom drain, where instead of having the pump inside the pond connected to the bottom drain, it would actually be outside the pond behind some mechanical filtration. The benefit to this way is that the water will pass through some mechanical filtration before reaching the pump, and then the pump will pump the water out of the mechanical filter into your biofilter. I think I like this way better, but the only issue is that I was trying to avoid making a hole in the pond liner. If I take this route, I believe I would have to make a hole in the pond liner. If I'm wrong about this, please let me know, but I'm pretty sure I would have to make a hole in the pond liner, like maybe in either the wall or maybe underneath the wall, and then the pipe could bypass the wall from the bottom and then come up to the mechanical filtration. Just as long as it doesn't go above the water level of the pond, I think it should be good, and then water will just naturally fill up in the mechanical filter up to the same level as the pond. The reason that I like the gravity-fed bottom drain better is because, say if there's a leak or something in the filter or one of these pipes out here, the water will only drain to the pump. So like, see how the pump is right here? The water can't drain past that. Whereas the other way, where the pump is actually in the pond, if there's a leak in the filter or outside of the pond, it can actually pump out all the water in the pond, and that could kill the fish. At least that's what I think. If I'm wrong about any of this, please let me know. But yeah, I'm slowly starting to learn more about how bottom drains work, and this is pretty much how I've understood retrofitted bottom drains so far. If anyone has any suggestions or input for me, please let me know in the comments below. I appreciate all your advice. That would be awesome. Okay, Aquamigos, so it's the next day now. Please feel free to let me know your opinions on my bottom drain ideas down in the comments below. And of course, I have some shout outs for the Aquamigos, which I will do right now. I have a shout out for Luis Da Silva, Sabrina Souza, Lois W, Joseph Shembri, Keeping It Coy, Silent Silver, Final Boss, Sleepy Girl, ZZZ, Sakib Mayam, Twisted Koi, Joseph Lopez, Martine's Koi Pond and Garden, TPW Has Puppies, and Hope Stubbs. Thank you guys so much for being Aquamigos. I really appreciate it. If any of you guys watching this would like a shout out in my next video, all you have to do is go down to the comments below and comment something with the word Aquamigo in it, and I'll give you a shout out in my next video. By the way guys, I just checked the ammonia levels in the pond again, and check this out. According to the ammonia test, we're back at 0 parts per million, or maybe that could possibly be 0.25. It's kind of hard to tell. But either way, it's better than it was yesterday, so I'm just going to keep an eye on it. I'll check on it again tomorrow and take the appropriate action. And by the way guys, my back is doing a lot better today compared to yesterday, so I think I'm going to give it this weekend to rest. And as long as my back's okay on Monday, I'll get back to working on the pond. So anyways guys, that's going to be just about it for this video. If you did like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you went down there and gave this video a like. That would help me out so much. If you would like to see more of my videos in the future, including my pond build videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also that bell notifications button. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'll go ahead and put my handle right here. It's at YT_Tobias, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Peace.